Are you looking for the best Chinese smartwatches? In this video we will look at some of the best Chinese smartwatches on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Amazfit GTR 2e. With its assortment of health and fitness sensors and what's perhaps the most stylish, portable and look-worthy build around, the Amazfit GTR 2e steals the top spot of this review of the best AliExpress smartwatches. When Amazfit released this smartwatch back in 2021, it was a tremendous hit, and to this day, it still is one of the best smartwatches you can buy on AliExpress. More so because right now, this thing retails for about 40% off its retail price at launch. That's mostly down to the release of newer Amazfit smartwatches, and while these newer watches are indeed better, the difference is negligible. The GTR 2e ships with a 1.39-inch AMOLED screen, a pulse rate, oxygen saturation and stress level monitor, the whole assortment of location tracking sensors, including GPS, an altimeter and a barometric monitor and a pretty reliable sleep monitor. Number 2. Haylou RS4 Plus. Haylou's recently released RS4 Plus is an embodiment of what bang for buck means in a smartwatch. With prices hovering in the sub-$50 range, this is one of the more pocket-friendly Chinese smartwatches on the market. It is bang for buck because for the features it packs and its overall build, this is an absolute steal. For starters, this comes with all the essential health and fitness sensors you'd find on the Amazfit GTR 2e. So you get a heart rate monitor, as well as oxygen saturation and stress level detectors, essentially the whole works of what you need to track your fitness. It does omit the GPS module, so this cannot provide location-specific tracking, but you still get the step counter and well over 20 activity modes to help with fitness tracking. Fitness tracking aside, the build quality on the RS4 almost matches what you'd get on the Amazfit GTR 2e, it's really close. It's the same sleek, as opposed to rugged, look with streamlined edges and an almost bezel-less screen. Number 3. Xiaomi Redmi Watch 2 Lite. You can think of the Redmi Watch 2 Lite as an RS4 Plus without the AMOLED screen but with a handy GPS sensing module. If GPS and location data are important to you, say you want to track your hike trail or weekly runs, then ideally, you'd want this over the RS4 Plus. Build quality is not exactly on par with the RS4 Plus, especially since this lacks that glorious AMOLED screen, but again, it's not that far behind. You get a 1.5-inch TFT screen that's still a joy to look at with slim enough bezels. Sport, fitness and health tracking are all on point on the Redmi Watch 2 Lite. This thing ships with practically the same sensor module you'd find on the RS4 Plus, so everything from activity tracking to pulse rate and temperature monitoring is included. The Redmi Watch 2 Lite also has a native app to synchronize all of that data so you can make more sense of it in-app. Number 4. Sarcastic Business Watch. So far, we've mainly focused on the sleeker smartwatches on AliExpress, but what if you wanted a smartwatch with a more traditional and, I'd say, manly look? The Sacosding smartwatch ditches the sleek curves you'd find on pretty every other smartwatch on this list for a machined and bolder look. The design scheme here is business style, so this looks a lot like the typical business watch, only instead, you get a super captivating 1.39-inch AMOLED screen with raised bezels that complement that whole business look while serving as a screen protector. You can get this watch with a stainless steel, leather or rubber band. Like most other smartwatches on this list, the Sacosding smartwatch has fitness and health tracking well covered. A heart rate monitor is on board, so also is a temperature monitor and the entire physical activity tracking module. Number 5. Amazfit GTR 3. Matched up fair and square, the Amazfit GTR 3 is the best smartwatch on this list. It probably is the best Chinese-made smartwatch on AliExpress even. It takes the bottom spot because of its hefty price point. At the time of writing this, you need at least $180 to get one on of AliExpress. $180 gets you the best screen of any smartwatch on this list, the best build quality and design, the best sensor suite. This thing ships with Xiaomi's, Amazfit's parent company, most recent BioTracker PPG 3.0 biometric sensor module, and the best battery life. So it's basically an all-round improved GTR 2e. Is that improvement worth the extra $80 Amazfit is charging? I'd say no, if all you want is a great smartwatch that does all it's supposed to do and looks great while doing it. The GTR 2e is more than enough. That said, if you want the best thing on the market right now, the GTR 3 is what the doctor ordered.